All right, it's time to get going. Let's get on there. All right. Boom. We are live. All right. What's going on, everyone? This is Trevor here for RSG. This is RSG OTC, off the cup for those who don't know. Man, this is angled quite high. But anyways, uh, this is my buddy over there. We got Tufel, or Teufel, however you want to pronounce it. The right way is Teufel. But this big old monstrosity of a sign behind me no longer lives, as it will only look as that because the module um the module burnt up on the back. So now, is it the fault of the cheap LED strips? Maybe. Could it be a wire got crossed when it fell when I was being careless with it? Maybe. I'm pretty surprised that it would. But maybe. But regardless, it's not lighting up anymore. That shit's done. So, fuck it. All that work I put into it. Should have been a little more careful with it. Anyways, what we're going to replace that with next week is we're going to have a dry erase board up in this bitch. That's right. Yeah, it's a lot more fun. And you know what? I'll be more interactive, too, with it. I'll be like, and this is how you do this, and then squiggle, and you know. I don't know. What do you think? What do you like dry erase boards?
I can't write on them, but they're effective.
He's like, I can't write on them, but they're effective. I can write on them better than I could write on a chalkboard. But you know what's funny? You always end up writing small. You're like, all right, let's do that. Wait, hold on. Well, there we go. All right, now, yeah, I see why it's a problem. But, anyways, sign's gone. We need a new way of making a sign. And I think it'll be a lot more enjoyable to have things on a checkboard list of stuff we can go off of here. Like here's something I want to talk about. When's the last time? You're losing some quality there. It's probably on my end. Let me see how no, I'm looking pretty good. Anyways, Game of Thrones. When's the last time you watched Game of Thrones? I think I lost you.
Whenever it ended, I think.
I think I lost him. There we go. Nothing like that, right? Well, maybe he'll come back. Oh, I saw a flicker. Did we lose him? I think we lost him. Okay. And we lost him. There we go. Let's try that again. There we go. Okay. All right, the quality's yep, the quality's coming back there. All right, and there we go. And you know what I just realized? I put on episode 51 down there, and it needs to. Where is it? There's episode, and then you gotta edit, and then you gotta go and put a 2 up on that piece. There you go. All right, now it's episode 52. Haha. All right. So, anyways. So yeah, I'm rewatching Game of Thrones. You said you didn't watch it in the first place?
No, I haven't. I haven't watched it for a long while.
Have you ever finished it?
Yeah, I'm up to date.
Okay. Well, yeah, it's actually really enjoyable to go back to. I'm loving it. It's like things you don't really pay attention to, things you forget about. There's not a lot of shows I like going back to like that. There's only a select few. Like, I can never go back and rewatch Dexter. That shit sucked to go back and rewatch. I tried rewatching Breaking Bad. Nah. But this, yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's pretty cool. And then,
They're releasing that first season on 4K Blu-rays.
Oh, we lost you again. This night is going absolutely fabulous on the side of the calls here. Hold on, let's, let's see if this works. Video call again. Man, my internet's fine on my end. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, mine's all working. I don't know. I don't even know.
Hey, I give up, right, with these internet providers. Well, that's why we'll make this a short show anyways. So you should rewatch it. It's pretty freaking awesome. Um, and now thinking of things of going back, okay, and we have Need for Speed Underground 3 coming out sometime. It got shown at E3. Do you remember Need for Speed Underground? Now, you probably didn't care because you're.
Yeah.
I mean, you probably didn't care for them because there was a lot of racers, with upgrading racers and Hondas and fart cans and stuff. But it was really cool for us in especially in the city atmosphere, you know.
I actually enjoyed that game. So
Really
yeah.
surprising. Okay, well, I really hope they do a slamming job with the new one because that is a game I'd love to play.
The whole burnout color smoke and the underlights and your trunk filled with stupid sized subwoofers and
Yeah,
stickers and parts. And
yeah,
it was a dumb game, but
it was
it never
enjoyable
tried to
though.
be a simulator. It was like, here's this thing, just fucking go nuts. And
Yeah,
that's
exactly. And you gotta love that. Green tea for the win.
yeah. So I remember I had an Infinity G35 or something in that game, and it was just killing everything.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, that game was awesome. So I really hope that comes back and kicks some serious ass because man, there's so many. I'm really so lost on games now. That's why I put up my vlog recently. I don't know if you saw the vlog, but I put out that vlog recently, and my vlog was explaining that I'm gonna still keep things on the channel like content that I currently do to a degree, but I do want to change it up because some of my interests are changing as I'm getting older. I don't want to exactly sit in front of the computer and play games, especially when the games are sucking anymore. And I'm really loving this mountain biking thing. Now, remember that whole thing I was going on with the mountain bike with Cannondale? I was unhappy with how shitty they were with me, right?
Right.
Well, in my opinion, they kind of were shitty because I literally finally, I think after the sixth time of bringing it back, I think they finally stopped the creaking. Do you know how puzzled that fucking shop was on how to stop this creaking? And I'm hoping it goes for more than one ride again. Because they stopped the creaking before and it went for one ride and was creaking like a bitch again. So I'm hoping they fully solved it. Because if I go again and it starts again, I'm pretty sure they'll be out of ideas. Because they kept it for 3 days just recently. Okay? And they have a full team of people. It's not just like one guy in a bike shop. They have a full team of fucking people. It's like the corporation of bike shops out here, if you would. But it had my bike for 3 days. So something was up. Now if it still does it again, I don't know. It's a little annoying. So screw Cannondale and their thoughts of gotta keep maintenance up. Yeah, even the bike shop said, unless you were a rigorous would it be vigorously or rigorously? I can't think of it.
Rigorously.
Rigorously, right? I said it right the first time. Okay, so unless you were a rigorous rider, just going and hard balls to the wall, barely cleaning the fucking thing, then you'd probably start getting creaks, and it would still take a while. A brand new bike shouldn't be creaking like that. Brand new, especially at that kind of money. So now it's back. It's good. But now we had a little bit of a mishap. You know about this. He's kind of over there. I'm not going to show him. He's kind of passed out. Whatever. But my friend was biking with me, and something happened. I don't even know on what, because it was like the ground was fine. It wasn't even like treacherous ground or nothing. He just head over heels and broke his collarbone. So, yep, that's he's out for 4 to 6 weeks over here. Well, anyways, now I'm going with some other people coming up this weekend, or I mean on Tuesday and Wednesday. So that'll be fun. I love that. I love going out. I also have some videos planned for all the bike stuff that I've got. And also some projects that I've got with bikes. I've got an old 2002 Cannondale full suspension Jekyll downstairs that is still pretty nice. And I'm going to rebuild its shock. I'm ordering a shock pump and stuff, but I already got the kit coming to rebuild the shock. So I'm gonna rebuild it. I'm gonna bleed the brakes because they're hydraulic brakes. Everything on it is really nice. I mean, it was probably a $5,000 bike back when it came out. It was, I'm sure, way expensive when it came out. I mean, it's still worth, I think, in excellent condition. I think 450 right now, which whatever. But I think that'd be a lot better for him to be on, and friends to be on a full suspension than my hardtail, because my hardtail is just so pitched forward. And for the $100 that they wanted for a new stem and handlebars to get you back a little farther, I was just like, man, is it really worth it? I think I might get a cheap hardtail though, unless I really find a need to get a nicer bike, which I don't think so. But unless I find a need to get a nicer bike this winter when they all go on clearance, then I might just have my secondary bike be the new Cannondale. I don't know.
Could work.
It's nice to. I mean, yeah, but I mean, come on, man. If I dump out any more money, I'd probably be dumping out almost $3,000. Probably more. Yeah, about $3,000. I could probably do better things with $3,000, honestly, than buying another bike. Yeah, just thinking. But it is nice to have an extra bikes for people to ride with me. I love it. Jesus Christmas, how loud is my neighbor? Oh, my room. I can hear my roommate's freaking TV through my thing. Oh, you're not hitting the button. Oh, I could hear my roommate's freaking TV through my thing. Anyways, so yeah, I'm redoing the bike. I've got a new bike stand. It was like a $42 bike stand that can swivel around. I will say it's surprisingly fucking sturdy. It does have its shortcomings, mainly on the joint part that holds the bike, because it's plastic. So, I mean, yeah, that's probably the only part that's really bad. Everything else that's plastic is pretty damn badass plastic, though. And that thing is steady, man. I wouldn't be afraid of knocking it over. It's just like it rocks a little bit because, like I said, the arm is plastic, like the part that actually clamps on, and you could see it flex from the weight of the bike. Obviously, trying to hold it, but it still holds pretty steady. You know. Anyways, you got some new stuff for your car yet?
No, I mean, it's still the same kind of stuff. You just got to get it finished up and taken care of.
I see you were doing some painting. What'd you do? You painted the calipers. What else did you paint?
The new grill and the spoiler, new spoiler.
Okay. Oh, did you ever see that Jeep has like the American flag as the grill?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. I think my friend is snoring. It's hopefully it doesn't come through on the thing. If it does, I'm gonna have to wake him up. I told him don't go napping over there. He's like, can you shut off the light somehow for the show? Like joking around. And I'm like, no, bastard, you're not napping. But it looks like he is.
Yeah. I did get a chance to try the 2 action cams, by the way.
Oh yeah, how'd that go?
The 8-min is kind of irritating when the battery dies. You have to go back in and reset all the settings. So like the microphone turned itself back off and went back to 1080p, 30 frames, and all that stuff. But it works. It works. The Yi looks 10,000 times better.
Really? See, I didn't have that problem. Mine stayed on 1080p 60, so that's really surprising. Even with me removing it out, but I'm not doubting it because the new one, it looks completely different. Yeah.
The 8-man one,
Yeah.
Basic.
Hold on. Wait, let me show you mine. I'll show you mine if you show me yours. Oh yeah, that looks good.
This one's the 4K 60 frame.
Yeah, that looks nice. See, hold on. Let me see. See, this is my 8-man that I originally got, and my new one is different in so many ways.
See, the other thing too is the 8-man is a lot lighter and it's smaller. You can kind of see the look at it. The Yi is substantively whatever. I'm tired. I don't give a shit. I got like 2 hours of sleep. It's a hell of a lot heavier than the 8-man.
Yeah, look at this. Yeah, which probably is quality. But look at that thing. Way different looking. On that sense.
Yeah, so like this one, I don't like the battery door down here.
That's the same as this.
That little clip, and you have to hold that down and then kind of fling it down to get it to fall down. I don't like that.
I mean, I don't really have that much of a problem getting that off, but...
And this one, I don't... It's... all these buttons, you can actually bump them really easy. I'm not a big fan of that. Whereas this one is just the one button, and the back screen is touch screen. So
yeah.
It makes it a lot easier. That being said, this one is, what, $400 retail, typically about $350, $320. I did get it for $129. So a hell of a deal on this one. I would buy this one again at that price, absolutely. This one being $60 with things it came with, what the hell? It's definitely, it's worth getting a thing.
Yeah, and that's why I got them, because, I mean, hey, it's not the greatest, but I'm curious to see the difference between the two. But I do know that, like, on this one, like, this should have a full battery here. Okay, I'll go to the menu.
So the thing, if you get on
see,
the PC,
can you see the F?
Dropbox for this?
Is it gonna? It won't focus. All right. Maybe that might work. You got to do it from an angle. It says 60. I don't know if you can see it. FHD 60 is what it says. But yeah, so I mean that's the thing. It never reverts back on this. So I wonder how much changed and what's going on. Like none of them look the same as this, and I'm worried about some things. Now, here's something else I found out about these is upright, the gyro will work, but no fucking where near as good as when I would have it upside down. See, when I was doing my mountain bike videos with the actual case on, you couldn't have it right side up because you'd end up looking at the handlebars the whole time because it would be pointed down too much. So you'd had to put it upside down and then kind of like aim it upward. So it would be upside down and aimed up a little bit. So then when your chest is forward, you're looking straight. Now, that looked great and very stable, as you see on the videos that I've put. Well, if anyone who looks at the videos that I put up recently. Now, on the other side of things, when I put it right side up in a different case without that housing so I can get all the audio, which it sounds great. It does have a pretty decent mic. It freaking had a really shitty stabilization going. It was a lot more chattery. Because upside down, that shit is stable. It looked great. So yeah, there's some issues I found with it, but like you said, $55. If it was the original 80, I'd hold off a little bit. But for $55, hell, you could give two shits what happens to these things.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. Yesterday I did some trail riding with the ATVs, and it was very craggy, very bumpy, jerking the shit out of you type thing. And I had the 8-man. My battery died on the Yi, and I didn't grab it. I should have done a side-by-side, but I only had the one mount that would work. But the 8-man actually did rather well. I just didn't have the audio. I didn't realize the microphone was off until I just reviewed it a few hours back.
Yeah. But
which, by the way, this, by and far, not buying them cheapies, this one, worth it. It's worth the $40. I stuck this on the car, and I managed to get, I think, 95 on the canyon roads.
Really?
And just did flutter. So it's rated up to 150 miles an hour. So this GoPro official one, stuck right on there, beautiful.
That sounds awesome. Okay, no, I think I might grab something like that if it's going to hold up to 150 miles an hour. No, shit, yeah. No, that's going to be cool.
That's what it's supposed to be rated for. And then I had the 8-man on the front bumper, and I had like a $15 job from Amazon, and it came with a safety cable, so I tied it into my grill slots, so in case it fell off, but it's stuck as well. So But that one, I mean, it stuck really well. It's kind of very. I haven't done a room, but it's probably about that big. The suction cup.
Wow.
It's a good size.
Well, I'll
And
tell you one thing though. The next action cam will be none of these because they are all shit in my eye compared to the Rilo 360. The Rilo 360 has blown my fucking mind. Have you seen that thing yet?
oh yeah, but it's a 360 camera. You're talking just a direct camera.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. It's a 360 camera that has, I think it can do 4K, if I remember right. I have to look again. I'm not 100% sure, but I do know that that even though it's a 360 cam, it's an action camera. Okay, and they're claiming it as an action camera, mounts on a lot of GoPro mounts, and you can do post editing. Like after I'm shooting the video, I can literally sit there and whatchamacallit, like aim where I want it to look. Like after I've already done the video, I can aim it where I want it to look. You know? So I think it's pretty insane to have that, and then you don't need a gimbal anymore. The need of a gimbal is completely gone with that thing. It is so stable of a shot. It's insane. And if you're gonna spend I think it's $500 for that. I'm sorry, it's the same price as a brand new GoPro. Buddy, you're making it a little tough on the show here.
Just let the man sleep. It's not coming across.
Yeah, no, and because he was starting to, not yet. He gets a little loud. He has a deviated septum, I think, or something like that. Something with his nose. But basically, that thing is absolutely bonkers. I can't believe what it does, and there's no need to ever have a gimbal on your chest anymore. Like, it's everything all in one in a tiny little piece. Now, that being said, I worry about the battery life, and I worry about the battery life with all these, because the battery life on all these, in my opinion, is shit. All these, even a GoPro. Yeah, I said it. GoPro's battery is shit. The only reason why GoPro has a good battery life is because of its one-touch design, where you could hit it once, it'll start up the camera, record, hit it again, it'll stop recording and shut off the camera. All in one motion. That is where it's good. What do you think?
Yeah, do you have a little bit of a disappointing battery? The 8-man lasted quite a bit longer, but then again, they're also looking at 1080p 60 frame versus 4K 60 frame.
No,
So
yeah.
it's going to probably eat it quite a bit quicker. And like I said, I just recently, as of yesterday, actually used them. So I'm going to have to tinker with them some more and figure it out, and then kind of get the kinks worked out of them and see what I can do. But so far, for the money, the Yi is it's really shaping up to be a hell of a bargain.
Oh yeah, for the 120 you got it for, hell yeah. For the $300 and something dollars, yeah, no, if I'm getting up to that range, I'm buying a Rilo. Simple as that. Because there's no reason to not get a Rilo, in my opinion. Like I said, it's an act.
360. I want my stuff in front. I don't need a 360 for me.
Well, it's not about just you can have it in front all you want. It does something that all of those can't do, and that is gimbal stabilization. Okay, in order to get that, you need a gimbal. You know what I mean? So you don't feel every bump and shit in the freaking, on the video. So without that, with the 360 cam, it doesn't need a gimbal. Doesn't mean you have to use it to look in 360 degrees, but to not need a gimbal is amazing, and the shots you get from a gimbal are astounding. It's absolutely amazing. Especially where you realize this is in like the mountain biking world. If you go watch a mountain biking video of someone who's got a gimbal on versus someone who doesn't, I mean, shit, the person on the mountain bike with a gimbal, it flows along. You don't even notice. It just looks like you got a perfect cameraman on you. You know? So to not need that is a big importance, man. And look, a gimbal's a big thing. You fall with a gimbal on, you're breaking that thing. That's $300 alone. $200 to $300 alone for a gimbal to wear on your chest. So I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna get $500 and get a tiny little 360 camera this big. Hell yeah, man. Have you seen that thing that though?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah. Um, but I don't know. I think it also is nice because you never have to worry about, oh shit, it was angled the wrong way. Damn it. You know, that was the problem with a lot of. Could you imagine if you like just think of that right there? Ah, shit, I angled it the wrong way. Oh wait, let me aim it down. No, we're good now. There's a lot of benefits to it. You're not saying you need to use to look completely all around, but you have to admit it would also be pretty cool if you're like, hey, that's pretty cool. But can I look at myself while I'm driving? Oh shit, I can. That's fucking awesome. But you don't have to make that decision right there and then. You make that decision in the post editing. You know? And I think that's really cool. Right on the app on your phone. You could fucking change directions right there. Like while you're watching a video that's already been recorded. And I think that's fucking awesome. I don't know. That's just me. Anyways, I think we've talked enough about the action cams. They are pretty awesome. They've gotten lower. I think that's done on there. I know we wanted to keep this kind of small, so let's finish off in the last couple of things. Uh, I guess we'll start off on this, and then we'll finish with the last piece, which is an RGB controller, but I'll explain that. So PUBG is suing Fortnite for the whole Battle Royale scheme. Have you heard about that?
I have not.
Yeah, they're okay. I understand, closing the boundaries, but I feel like that kind of shit's been done a long time ago, way before any of them. And H1Z1 wasn't that like that as well?
With the battle royale sort of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, they did it. The first ones were the Arma mod.
right.
And H1Z1 was the first one to come out with it on the platform. I know PS4 and all that stuff. I guess I haven't followed it too close, but I'm pretty sure that they were
Yeah,
after the Arma, but before the Fortnites and all that stupid crap.
because I honestly, I'm gonna honestly say I hope they lose all support. If you're gonna be, that's a scumbag thing. I'm gonna sue you because your game's doing better than mine, and you're using the same idea as mine. Like, no, it's battle royale, and I mean, you're definitely not the first person to do this whole build and shit. I mean, Arma, like you said, was more the first. If they're not all coming after Fortnite, then PUBG needs to get the stick out of its ass and realize, hey, look, maybe people just like Fortnite better. And shit happens. I mean, to go and sue a fucking company because they're taking this whole battle royale scheme. I'm sure that PUBG ripped a lot more shit off of way more people than Fortnite ripped off of them.
As I recall, Fortnite started out as a base defense game where you had to build up all these little defenses, and then they threw in that battle royale as kind of a shtick, and it ended up just, of course, catching fire because there were little prepubescent teenagers playing it, and so I don't really think they even had the intentions of that. But they successfully found it. Screw it. But I don't know. I mean, it's like with Apple and Samsung, so when you turn back and forth, oh my God, your phone's slightly curved. Your phone has this button on it, or blah, blah, blah. Fuck it, whatever.
Yeah. No, I mean, I lose a lot of respect for them doing that, though. That loses a lot of respect for me. Just suck it up. Find a way to make your game better that more people want to play it. Don't go and sue another company because their shit's doing better. It's just shitty. Just shitty. It's like in Game of Thrones, right in the beginning. Remember, very very early on, when that freaking jousting dude. It was in like the first season. The jousting dude lost to that other guy. Like Pretty Boy.
Right.
Yeah, that freaking guy. It's kind of like that, but Fortnite is like, PUBG is like that freaking the one dude who lost and cut the horse's head off. He's being a piece of shit. Like, the horse didn't do anything wrong. You're the piece of shit. You failed. And then he went to try to freaking kill the other dude. It's like, If I was a king, I would have just said, I don't care how much entertainment he brings, kill him. That would have been my own entertainment right there. It would have been a second show. I would have said, murder this dude. This dude went off the walls, lost a match, and wanted to kill everything. Kill this guy. Torture him in front of everyone. I don't know. Like, and see, that's the thing. PUBG is like really that. He's like that freaking, that knight that went off like crazy. It's like, no, you lost. Calm your shit. Sorry, not everyone plays your thing. That's just how it rolls. Either make something else or improve what you got. But don't sit there and be like, oh, I'm going to sue you, because you know what? It's just going to make more people go away from you. And that's all that's going to happen there. Simple as that.
Yeah, I can see that.
I think where I'm going to finish this night off, as we said, it wanted to be a short night. So RGB, as I've told you a billion times, told everyone, I love RGB. And, there we go. Here's our special one we always know. And Asus makes an RGB LED controller that now supports up to 210 LEDs. It's a separate controller, and it reacts to in-game events. Excuse me. I'd love that to actually be integrated into movies as well. I think that would be really cool. I think there needs to be, with all these LED strips out, we need more integration where I think it would be badass. Like, a sun comes up and boom, it turns like yellowish orange on this side a little bit, and, it gets a little bright while basically matching the outer lighting. I think the Philips Hue kind of did that, but not everything was able to, because it's not like shit was programmed. But it'd be nice if more DVDs and movies and stuff were programmed for LED strips to maybe work, or just like it sensing like the back, like plug into the TV and sensing like the backlight area. That would just be really cool.
Be very immersive.
I think so. I don't think it should be in this day and age too hard to figure something like that out. And I think as we get into more, so if it's going to react to in-game events, like what are we talking about? It's just like you get shot and you're going to see red come up. I mean, that's not far off from what I'm talking about. It's not too bad. So, I don't know. I'd love to see that be something that we see in the future. And, hopefully when you buy good products, they're not going to burn up like those. But anyways, I don't know if that's that fault or whatever. Regardless, that doesn't work. So, yeah. I think we're really wrapping up tonight, but I just wanted to point like, this LED thing. What is your take still on the RGB area of things?
I would like the custom ability that you can get out of things. Add your own little flair to it, your own little style. I mean, if you want things to go ape shit, whatever color in the spectrum, have it. If you want only green shit, you can have it. I mean, it's that. Or today's green, tomorrow's fucking purple, the next day's blue.
That's what I like about it right there. Right there. It's like a mood lighting. You know what? I'm fucking happy. This shit's going to be green as fuck today. You know what? I feel like shit. I'm going to make this thing like red, or I'm going to make it purple and fucking some sad-ass color. Fuck it. Like, I think that's like badass. I think that's the way to go. RGB, everything. People complain about... I love when people complain about RGB. It's just turn it off. If you don't want it, just turn it off. I don't know why you complain about it. It's not hurting you. All it gives you the option is customization, so your shit doesn't look bland and the same every fucking day without you changing completely everything. So, yeah. Well, that really wraps it up. Like I said, I'm gonna go build that bike. You got to see some of this shit, man. Like I know you always joke around with these Walmart bikes, but here's a good test of time. This is a 2002 bike that I'm rebuilding up. All it really needs to be done is the brakes bled and rebuilding of the rear shock, which actually still somewhat held air, but it still needs to be rebuilt. It's not holding enough air. It needs new seals. So what? Big deal. But, yeah, there's his snore. It's going loud now. It's amazing how long that lasts, and it'll probably last many more years. Those Walmart bikes and shit, that should be gone in like We might get a season to 4 years out of them, depending on how hard you actually ride. Like, yeah, kids not going to destroy them, but a full-size adult, dude, there's shocks on them say don't even use on downhill riding or cross-country, like trail riding. Basically, it says, it might as well say, I know it's called a mountain bike, but no, it's not. It just should just say that. Well, I know what we call it. It just looks that way. So, but yeah, as this guy's snoring louder and louder, I think it's time to go for the night. Thanks all for watching RSG Off the Cuff OTC episode 52, where the sign is no longer. Thanks all for watching. We'll see you, me and that guy. We'll see you next time. So peace out. And don't forget to follow Ready Set Game at Twitter. Twitter at Ready Set Game 87. And then, here, Twitch at Ready Set Game 87. Should be watching it. Anyways, we'll see you next time, and you all have a great night. Holy snoring, literally. Yep, see, I told you. I told you the snoring came through, and Poopy Blowout was in here. What was the name of the 360 cam? See, I didn't have the freaking, the chat up. I knew I should have. All right, well, I hope.
Dare you not have it up?
I had it up, but you didn't have it up, did you?
Apparently not. I thought I did, but apparently not.
Ah, damn. Well, we'll have to send him a little note. Thanks for coming up. Well, anyways, if you're still watching Poopy Blowout, you have a good one, and I'm gonna, like I said, the snoring. I told you it was coming through. You're like, oh, it's not coming through. No, I told you it was coming through. I knew it was coming through.
I don't hear it, so I don't care.
All right. Well, I'll see you later. Bye, all.